Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is SGD1323. Today I will present about the topic that was given by Cik Nik Siti Fatimah Nik Hasin for my Victorian architecture is to building the Right House, Bexleyheath, London. My group mate is Zulkifli, Sarmini, Muhammad Fadhulli, and Ashiki. So the next slide is the designer background, history background of building, layout plan, architectural elements, and art and craft. For my topic, I will talk about the designer background and history background of the building. So move to the next slide. The designer background. There are two people who built this house. So the first person is Philip Speakman Webb, and the second is William Morris. So the first person that I will talk about is the Philip Speakman Webb, who was born in 1831, was a British architecture and a designer known for his unconventional country houses and his role as a pioneer in the English domestic revival movement. He trained in the Oxford office of G.E. Street, where he met William Morris, forming a close friendship. So the next person, which is William Morris, I will talk about the William Morris background. William Morris, born in 1834, was an English designer, craftsman, poet, and socialist who designs for furniture, fabric, stained glass, and wallpaper significantly influenced the arts and craftsman movement. Move to the next slide. History background of the building. The building, the Red House in Bexleyheath, co-designed by Philip Webb and William Morris in 1859 and complete in 1860, which is 1 year to complete the whole building. It built as a family home for Morris. It showcased his craftsmanship and artisan skills. Morris lived there until 1865, which is 5 years, when financial reasons forced him to sell. After being a private residence and undergoing interior changes, the National Trust acquired the property in 2003, preserving it as a visitor attraction. It recognized with a blue plaque for Webb and Morris' contribution. That's all for me.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Hadi bin ISMAIL, and this is the building of the Red House, Bexley, in London. And this picture is the drawing perspective of the exterior building. And the next one is the layout plan. The next one is architectural elements. Let's be exteriors. The house is predominantly constructed from locally sourced brick, which gives its distinctive name and rustic aesthetic. This was deliberate choice to highlight natural materials and traditional building method. Next is steeply pitched roof. The roof are steeply pitched and often feature gables with decorative dashboard, contributing to picturesque cottage-like appearance, eminent of medieval architecture. The design is a symmetrical layout. Unlike the symmetrical layout design common in Victorian architecture, the Red House features an asymmetrical layout with irregularly placed windows and chimneys, getting a sense of informalities and organic flow. An L-shaped plan, the overall footprint of the house is an L-shape, which allows for variable elevation and integrate relationship with the surrounding garden. Next, the space. The entrance hall features a large settle designed by Webb and decorated with painting by Morris and Rossetti. The dining room includes a decorated dessert designed by Philip Webb in color known as Dragon Red Blood. The master bedroom pre-Raphaelite wall painting by Morris, Rossetti, Burne Jones, and the others was discovered during conservation work. The room has one of the smallest windows because large windows were not needed in a room that was used predominantly at night time. The drawing room, dominated by a huge white settle designed by Morris, with later addition by Philip Webb. Well, courtyard, the focal point is the original were designed by Philip Webb, with a turreted antique roof to reflect the neo-medieval influence of the house architecture.
Moving to constructions. Craftsmanship and artisan skills. The house was built using William Morris' ethics of craftsmanship and artisan skill, a direct response to the perceived soullessness of mass. It produced good during the Industrial Revolution. Morris and Webb aimed to create a house that celebrates bespoke and handmade design. The material. The red house is primarily constructed from red brick, a deliberate choice to highlight natural materials and traditional building methods. The emphasis on natural materials extends to the interior, with exposed timber beams and handcraft detail throughout the house. The site is located at Red House Lane, Bexleyheath, London, DA68JF. The Red House served as William Morris' family home, an artistic hub, a showcase for art and craft principle, a rejection of industrialism, and a source of design inspiration. Moving to contribution. The Red House pioneered art and craft architecture. It promotes handcraft design, inspired the art and craft movement. It influenced domestic revival architecture, preserved traditional craftsmanship, fostered artistic collaboration and remains a cultural heritage site. Fostered artistic collaboration and remains a heritage site. Social. The Red House promotes craftsmanship, fostered artistic community, and support social reform. It also influenced social housing and preserved cultural heritage. And it also educates the public about art and craft ideal. Economic. The Red House support local artisans, boosts craft industry, attract tourism, and it also enhances poverty value. Therefore, it offers educational opportunities and promotes investment in art and culture. Political surroundings. The Red House reflects socialist ideals, critique industrialism, advocate for social reform, and influence political thoughts. It challenged Victorian aesthetics and preservation politics. Therefore, it addresses contemporary social issues. Religions. William Morris believed at the Red House reflect ethical value, a love for nature, medieval symbolism, universalism, personal spirituality, and inclusivity, emphasizing composition and harmony beyond formal religion. Culture. The Red House shaped culture by pioneering the art and craft movement. It promoting aesthetic values, revolutioning domestic design, advocating social reform, preserving heritage, and inspiring artists, influencing British cultural identity.
Hello everyone, I'm Sharmi Satish. Handcraft interiors, every part of the house was decorated by hand. Use of hand-painted walls, handcraft tiles, and handmade furniture. Design created to look natural, simple, and artistic. Craftsmanship, meaning more value, was placed on skill, not mass production. Morris & Co. Decorative Arts. Early wallpapers, textile, and fabric patterns created specially for the house. Motif inspired by plants, flowers, medieval geometry. Patterns were not machine-made, drawn, carved, or printed by hand. Showed Morris believed that everyday objects should be beautiful. Murals and wall paintings. Walls painted with romantic, mythological, and botanical themes created by Morris, Jenny Morris, and pre-Raphaelite friends. Soft colors, following lines, and storytelling elements. Murals were meant to make the home feel like an artistic sanctuary. Stained glass craft designed by Morris and Edward Bruni Jones, made with strong outlines, medieval figures, and natural motifs. Glass pieces cut and arranged by hand, giving a warm and craft glow, represented the arts and craft believed in reviving old traditional skills and made furniture and craft objects. Custom wooden furniture with simple, honest joinery, handcraft detailed, not factory work, decorative objects like metalwork, tiles, embroidery, carvings, everything craft to combine beauty plus function in daily life. That's all from me. Thank you.